SimWorld Sports.
Good afternoon, SimWorld. Welcome back. Houston, the site of the national tournament. Big crowd, excited to be here. We're excited to be here. 14-11 Chicago going up against 17-7 Mid-Atlantic. Mid-Atlantic got a bye into this position. Chicago advanced here over Atlanta. And as you look at your starting lineups, introduce your broadcast crew. I am Elava, joined by my producer, Roniel, in the booth today. Roniel, I know you're looking forward to this one too. A lot of people are.
Yep. Be lucky that I'm calling the game with you instead of Rick, because you may not get a word in otherwise.
Well, we know where his loyalties lie, and he's happy to see that his man Jamison Johnson controls that opening tip. Mid-Atlantic, first possession, and they take advantage. Eric Dillard drains it.
The X factor, he's going to be so important in this game if Chicago decides to, take Jamison Johnson out of the game plan. We'll see how this pans out early here.
Oh, nice drive. Tie things up there. Well, Roniel, the other thing I'm really looking forward to in this game is, obviously, Mid-Atlantic, Jamison Johnson's always going to be a key for them. You can just go ahead and write that down before any game they play. Really big matchup he has tonight with Ian Krimmer, Chicago's big man, and there you see him face up to him right there. Ian Krimmer started the season unranked. He's an All-American, but even All-Americans can't stop the power move. A big 7-foot Jamison Johnson, number 17 out there from Mid-Atlantic. Oh, but look at this. All the stars shining early in this game. That's LeGerald Carroll draining a 3, giving Chicago a lead. 6'4" senior.
That'll open them up in a big way for Chicago. One of the things that I find interesting when they go down to JJ again, kicks out on the double team. Ooh. Jamison, what a rebound finish. One of the things I was going to say.
So far, JJ winning that battle with Krimmer down low very early, but Jamison Johnson looking really active in the paint right now, right?
Yes, he is. And Gerald Carroll wide open again off that pin down. That's what I was going to mention. I was going to say here, Mid-Atlantic, excellent team, excellent ball games from obviously from Jamison Johnson. Defensively, we still haven't seen what their identity is, and they're going to be put to the test here, in my opinion. There are better offensive teams, yes, but Gerald Carroll coming off of screens, River Rose has been playing a lot better. And, of course, Drake Harville. So, that coupled with Chicago's defense, I'm really interested to see what Mid-Atlantic strategy is going to be.
River Rose going to the line, but you're right. LeGerald Carroll created that. Nice drive and dish from Carroll, who's already hit a couple threes. But 6'6" River Rose out of Naperville, Illinois. Going to be an Indiana Hoosier next year. River Rose joining Najee Jordan down there.
Your guy.
That's right, Najee. Big fan of Najee's game. I'm a fan of River Rose's game as well, and you have to admire growth that we've seen from him over the course of this year. Started the season unranked, up to number 42 now, and averaging almost 9 points a game to go with just under 6 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting more than 50% from the field.
So what about those upsets? Before we get too far down the road, we had a pretty big game earlier this morning, Eli. Right here in Houston. I don't know if they have the home cooking here or what's going on. They took down Coach Myron Murray's Washington squad. It was a tough game, but they won.
Cooper Kingy Cross putting up an impressive 35 points in defeat, but the upset. DC, 2 tournament titles during the regular season, but did not advance in the East Regionals. And now they're out of Nationals. Mid-Atlantic, led by JJ, who continues just to operate inside, looking to do kind of the opposite of DC. Mid-Atlantic unable to win any tournaments during the regular season. Get the steal right here. Angled on the drive, but he pulls it back. But they did win at East Regional, and if they could advance to the Final Four or even get a national championship here.
What do you think of this pace so far, Eric? They're up and down.
I kind of feel like, in a way, the frantic pace favors Chicago a little bit. I think, I don't necessarily think of them as a, run up and down the court kind of team, but I think against Mid-Atlantic here, getting some early shots, and particularly if LeGerald Carroll not shy about stepping into an open look so far tonight, and he's 3 for 3 on three-pointers, 9 so far for LeGerald.
This could be another one of those nights. Good block. This could be another
Great
one
block
of
there
those
by
nights
Kramer.
Yeah.
Kramer got that block on Dingle. He hasn't been able to stop Jamison Johnson so far.
So what was it? LeGerald Carroll had a 15 made three-pointer game. Was that right? I can't recall. Was it what it was, or 11 between three quarters? Whatever it was, he could be on his way to something like that tonight.
Yeah, he can get really hot from really deep, and if he does, it can be a long night for his opponents. Oh, there's a nice drive there. Dillard. Back to the basket. It's been really the Dillard and JJ show in Mid-Atlantic tonight, but it has been all season. No big surprise there.
He's going to pull up
JJ,
again.
22 points a game.
LeGerald is on fire. Where's the fire extinguisher? Houston. Houston. Oh, my goodness.
LeGerald Carroll has 12, all on threes. He's outscoring Mid-Atlantic by 2 early in the game.
Goodness.
Chicago with a 6-point lead here, in spite of the fact that they've had no answer for JJ, who gets another one to go. This time showing off a little bit of a mid-range game.
My.
He's perfect from the floor as well, I believe, Romeo.
This is insane. This is into the stars are out.
Well, it could be
Deep
another.
in the hard. Okay, I'm sorry.
It could be another upset in the making too. Mid-Atlantic, definitely the favorite here, and I think in a lot of people's minds, they need to get to the finals, really to kind of live up to expectations. But I think everybody knew they were stepping into a battle with a tough Chicago team today, and they've got one on their hands. And if LeGerald Carroll continue this kind of play, it could be a long, interesting night here in Houston. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Come back, 3:29, first quarter. Early lead here and some impressive play from Chicago, mostly through the man from Milwaukee, LeGerald Carroll.
LeGerald Carroll on pace. He's on pace for 23s in this game.
He's on pace for 24. He's on pace for just under 100 by himself in this game.
Goodness gracious.
Our 100-point SimWorld High School Hoops Challenge, redefined to one player, perhaps.
Look, Coach O has taken him out of the game. He would never come out of my game 4 for 4 in the first quarter. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, Mid-Atlantic gets a 3 of their own to go. They've cut the lead down to 1 now. Oh, nice turn there from Drew Carroll, but he can't get. Drew Collins, but he can't get it to go. 6'5" big man out of Chicago, and at this end, the drive, the stuff, Mid-Atlantic is taking the lead.
And in the words of Rick Blaze, look who was leading that break. Look who was leading that break. It was Jamison Johnson.
Coach Vince Johnson, no relation of Mid-Atlantic. Keeping Vince out there on the court. Ooh, tough shot, won't go. Mid-Atlantic's turned up the defense here the past couple minutes, although you're right. The fact that Gerald Carroll has moved to the bench feels a little bit more than circumstantial as well. And Eric Busk, the captain, 6'2 junior out of Queens, New York. Averages 5.5 points, 4.3 assists a game, and he gets a little jumper to go there. And on this end, another miss. Jamal Harper, over 2 now for Harper. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Stanley Heyman's long shot won't drop.
Wide open.
A corner 3 on the way, and this one won't go. Carter Hines Allen.
And isn't this where you want to slow down the offense? There you go. He's got position. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. He took himself out of
Jameson
position.
Johnson now in there working on Logan Rice. Rice is sturdily built, 6'8", 235-pound senior. Comes off the bench to spell Krumer, but
He's got
as you can see on that possession, Krumer
for Jameson
definitely a little more of a matchup for JJ. Tide has turned. UMass. Mid-Atlantic up by 5. I know. Looking at my screen. The mask caught me. Mid-Atlantic up by 5, and they are on an 11-0 run. I think since the Gerald Carroll went to the bench run.
Yep. That's why you don't take him out the game.
Felix Onielu in charge of Chicago Stars. Oh, he's still getting a little bit of a breather right now, as is Ian Krimmer.
It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It's going to come down to coaching, but hey.
Chicago was in control of this game. Sub-team out there. It has not gone well. And once again, Jamal Harper's going to have to take a jumper. Oh, nice second chance, but it won't drop in for poor Logan Rice. Great effort to get that rebound and put it back up on the rim. But
and look who's there to
instead,
follow. Jameson Johnson again.
13-0 run. Mid-Atlantic select.
He does do it all. We're going to see if it's enough to advance to the next round, though.
Drew Collins got nice position and finally gets a bucket to go, ending the dry spell for Chicago. Lead cut to 5, 40 seconds to play. First quarter. Stanley Heyman has it now, averages 6.5 along with 2.4 assists. Oh, cross-court pass finds an open shooter for 3, and that's Justin Solomon.
Beautiful pass.
Wow, that's been a beautiful last 3-4 minutes of play in Mid-Atlantic.
Of course it's been. There's no Gerald Carroll. There's no Drake Harvell. There's no Ian Krimmer on the court.
They're giving Jamal Harper a lot of space to shoot. Maybe you can see why now. Once again, second chance, third chance won't go. Really nice effort from Logan Rice, unable to get any of those shots to drop. But Mid-Atlantic, quite a run here from trailing to 6 to up by 8. Come right back. Second quarter action. We'll return here to Houston. Second quarter about to start. Nice lead for Mid-Atlantic. And it's been Jameson Johnson, 12 points, perfect from the field. And LeGerald Carroll, 12 points, perfect from the field. Leading each of their teams, but the second unit for Chicago really struggled. There they get a bucket. Jamal Harper It's a shot to go. The junior out of Chicago, averaging 5.4 a game.
You see that
You
graphic?
see a little bit of pressure.
You see that graphic on the screen there? Chicago shooting 37%, but they're only down 6. That's because 5 of their buckets are threes and 4 of them came from Gerald Carroll. Crazy.
Justin Solomon hit a 3 from Mid-Atlantic, and he has it out there. Shot clock winding down, but he gets over to Busk, gets an open look. Couldn't make it. Busk averages just 5.5 points a game, but he is a 40% three-point shooter. Logan Rice actually had some success on the boards against Jamison Johnson. Still hasn't gone to the bench yet, JJ. And ooh, nice drive. Drake Harvell gets it to go.
Tough finish. You know, I consistently call him Derrick Rose, not just because he's from Chicago, but the way he attacks the basket is the thing of beauty.
Gerald Carroll back up there, providing some pressure. Ian Krimmer still on the bench. AJ operating way outside. Shot clock winding down. Busk has it again.
That's Logan Rice is doing an excellent job of playing position defense. Rushing.
Thank you. Apologies.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job of playing position defense, pushing Jamison Johnson out of the paint before he can establish himself.
Logan Rice doesn't get a ton of minutes, only averaging 1.7 points, 2.9 rebounds per game. Some nice play for him here, spelling Ian Krimmer. Keeping JJ under control, but timeout, 6:08 to go, second quarter. We're going to take a quick break, too, in a one-possession game between Mid-Atlantic and Chicago and the Nationals in Houston. All right, we're back here in Houston. It's just a two-point game, Mid-Atlantic with the lead. Been a game of surges by both squads. Chicago came out, rolled out a 6-point lead, but Mid-Atlantic turned that right around in the end of the first quarter, up by 8. And now we see Chicago making a little bit of a run again, and Ian Krimmer is back out there as Jamison Johnson finally getting a little rest. And let's see. Mid-Atlantic looks a little unsure what to do out there without JJ to focus on.
Yeah, this is going to be a good stretch for Chicago where they can make some things happen. Good pass ahead to River Rose.
Great pass ahead and a nice finish by River Rose, too.
You know, I like to see him really have a good tournament, raise his stock heading into college because he was once a highly touted high school recruit. What a shot.
Derek Dillard brought his bag of tricks here.
He knows what to
Texas as well, it seems, playing well.
do. He's not lost when Jamison Johnson's out of the game. Hell, he's not lost when Jamison Johnson is in the game.
Well, both teams getting to the bucket and big scores right now. That's the point guard Chris Campbell, junior out of Milwaukee for Chicago, averaging 7.5 points a game, 5.4 assists. 25th ranked in the junior class. Nice defense there from Gerald Carroll.
He gave it up. I thought he was going to pull up.
Did.
Right
Oh. Well, he saw Carroll cutting to the basket. Or, I'm sorry, Harvell cutting to the basket. Thought he had something going. Got rejected instead. And, oh, nice defense there from River Rose.
Yeah.
2 times he swatted it away. Solomon finally just takes a jumper, can't get it to go. And at the other end, or it stays at this end, excuse me, Krimmer on the foul. There you see Coach O of Chicago working out some instructions. We're going to get a quick timeout before these free throws. Come right back to Houston. to unbreak this tie here at the line. First shot up and in. Some subs coming back in as well.
Interesting substitutions, too. Elava, would you ever be taking, if you had a 7-footer in high school playing 32-minute games, does he come off your court?
Maybe for 4 or 5 minutes a game, maybe. I might give it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, these are all kids. 16, 17, getting later in the year. Maybe some of them are 18-year-old kids at this point. The thing is you should be able to run all day.
You're better
playing for one of these squads.
4 or 5 minutes.
Well.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Tom Thibodeau and these kids into the ground.
Mid-Atlantic up by 2. Drake Harvell bringing it up for Chicago. Gets it into Chris Campbell's hands. Grimmer.
Oh, he stepped out.
Oh, did step out. Going to be Mid-Atlantic ball. I was getting ready to talk about Ian Grimmer. I was curious to see if he can maybe get to work a little bit without Jamison Johnson out there to harass him.
Well, he's definitely getting worked on the defensive end by Jamison Johnson, but who has it? I really expect him to have a bigger impact, but we'll see what happens.
Well, Kramer couldn't get there in time to stop that shot from Dillard from dropping through. 4-point lead again for Mid-Atlantic. Well, Harvell's going to try his luck from outside, but not quite as hot as his compatriot Carroll from deep. And Randy Orton dribbling out there from Mid-Atlantic, but he gives it back up to Dillard. Sets things back up. Ooh, got by Harvell there. Goes right to the hole, and it's high off the glass and in.
That is an aggressive move. When he's aggressive, I don't think Mid-Atlantic is beatable. I'm going to be honest. They seem pretty unbeatable when Eric Dillard is aggressive and efficient.
Harvell tries a 3, can't get it to go.
And Chicago's definitely going to need more than 2 points, 1 or 4 shooting from Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep. Joe Carroll has kept them in this so far, but Eric Dillard with Jamison Johnson catching a breather. Mid-Atlantic has extended this lead back out to 8.
He split that double team like a stripper. Okay. I'm not gonna finish that one, but he split that. Right now, that's a big bucket. It's needed.
Gerald Carroll still can't miss. That's his first non-3-point attempt of the night. Drains it. 14 for him now. Timeout for Mid-Atlantic. Maybe they don't want to see the Gerald Carroll start to get hot here, make a little run at the end of the second quarter. 6-point lead for Vince Johnson's Mid-Atlantic. Still loads of time to go in this one. So you were talking about our upset earlier today, Roniel. Well, we also had an absolutely fantastic finish. Los Angeles and Charlotte, back and forth, trading blows. Critical misses, critical makes, and came down to a last-second shot from Hada from Los Angeles, but he couldn't put it in. Charlotte escaping with the win. Braxton Schuyler with a huge game for the Charlotte Stars. MVP of the game performance from him, and they are going to move on.
Yeah, that was
also
a huge game for Braxton Schuyler and Dijon Norville Jones. Like, these guys, that backcourt was incredible. That's all I can say. They played a hell of a game today.
Well, for LA, Jalen Snow, nice performance. Hit a shot late, which put them ahead with under a minute to go, but couldn't hold on. LA's season is over, but Charlotte, Braxton Schuyler, Nathan Zaraway, MDJ and friends, they're going to play a few more games, or at least one more in Houston. Stanley Heyman can't get that bucket to drop from Mid-Atlantic. Quickly up the other way. Look who it is. It's still automatic, still perfect. LaGerald Carroll. I was just talking about Jalen Snow. LaGerald Carroll is going to be joining the Snowman in UCLA next year. That's going to be fun.
Oh, my goodness. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. But let's talk right now. He's got 5 threes in the first half. Make it 6.
Get it?
Oh,
that one wanted to go down. Just couldn't quite rattle it home.
Looks like he's got
something.
Ties
this thing up and hit a 6-3. Can't get that to go, however. A chance to tie this up with a 3, but instead, River Rose couldn't get the first time. Couldn't get it on the first time, but second time around is always sweeter, like the song says.
1 point game, E.
1 point game. That feels right. Yeah. If I wasn't actually watching the score and didn't see the score right now, I would say, like, yeah, this is probably a close 1 point game. That feels like we got two teams battling here, and this is about where it should be with a minute to go in the first half.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Eric Dillard is getting whatever he wants inside. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Started out all JJ, then all Dillard of late. Jameson with the foul right there. He is very unhappy with that call, but it's going to send Drake Harvell to the line. 86% free throw shooter. Harvell, just a junior. The 4th ranked junior in the country, one of the junior stars we're expecting to see a lot out of next year. Along with Lorenzo Phenom, Luis Darius, Hayden Ship.
LeGerald having a little fun with the referee there. Jeez.
Hey, you might as well enjoy yourself a little bit too. It can't be all business all the time.
Well, it's been all business for him thus far. 5 threes,
yes.
17 points. He has missed one shot.
He has one miss. One miss.
That's what
a ball that wanted to go in. Didn't miss by much.
Can't be all business, but what a day at the office.
Mid-Atlantic still clinging to their lead here. Tough inside shot won't go. Chris Campbell cleans up the rebound. Nice pass from Campbell and a nice finish from Logan Rice.
Way to run the court. That's a lead for Chicago.
I'm impressed with what I've seen from Logan Rice. He came out to play. He's not intimidated. JJ, he's not intimidated by the stage he's on. And out there, Rice playing with Crimmer right now. A sort of Twin Towers lineup, at least as much as Chicago can pull it off. 6'11 Crimmer, 6'8 Logan Rice. Step back. Ooh, rattles through Drake Harvell.
That's a big shot. Need to get him going.
Harvell, he's the leading scorer on this team, 18.6. Relatively quiet in this one. He can get going in the second half if that can spark him. That'd be good news for Chicago.
Hopefully we get JJ before the end of this quarter. He's been fairly absent for the second quarter.
Finishes. Can't get it to go, however. 3-point lead for Chicago. We head to halftime. We're going to take a break. Come right back. Second half action. We get back to the Nationals in Houston. Really good battle here in Houston between Chicago and Mid-Atlantic. Win or go home, that's the stakes. And these kids 20 kids out here battling, know it. 3-point lead for Chicago. They've been led by Gerald Carroll. 17 points on 5 threes for him in that first half. Step back for Drake Harvell, and get that to go.
You got to finish that.
Dillard has it now, and he is the leading scorer for Mid-Atlantic with 14. They get 16.
You take somebody out of their shoes, you got to finish that.
1-point game now. Jameson Johnson, 12 points, and that's what he's been stuck on since the first quarter. And another 3 drops.
Why was he so wide open? How could Coach allow him to be so wide open? Has he not proved himself tonight?
Oh, 6 3-pointers so far. Great pass. Oh. Finish was not quite there for Tony Christopher Fuller. Fuller not known for his offensive skills, just 1.4 points a game, but he's a starter for this Mid-Atlantic team, and a lot of it is to do with how well he plays defense. Famously, he went a long way towards limiting, I was going to say shutting down, and he didn't shut him down, but he did really limit Johnny Baldwin of New England in the East Regional Championship game. Getting some all-regional team votes, even though he did not make it in the end, but he did get some votes and nominations in spite of the fact that he didn't even score in that title game, but did such a great defensive job on the much bigger Johnny Baldwin.
You said he didn't shut him down. And
he limited him. He didn't. It's not like Johnny Baldwin didn't score or went
Johnny
over 12
Baldwin
or
has been
something.
scoring 40 points a game.
I know. He limited him.
He limited him big time.
Well, Fuller couldn't hit either free throw attempt right there.
Here we go again. Oh
no. Okay.
He is
but look at
human.
River Rose cleaning it up. Nice rebound from River.
Gerald Carroll is human, ladies.
On occasion. Carroll screen there sets Harvell free, and he's able to get to the rack and finish. Does that over Randy Orton, who's a athletic, skilled 6'5" player as well. 6-point lead for Chicago. This match is the biggest lead they've had all game. Oh, JJ to the hoop. Strong finish. He's back on the scoreboard. 14 for him now.
Yeah, they're going to need to give him a healthy dose. Give Chicago a healthy dose of Jameson Johnson. But Gerald Carroll again.
Oh,
maybe cooled it off here in the second half.
Well, he's missed 3. He's drained 6, but he's missed 3. 6 of 9. Ooh, nice steal. River Rose can look the other way. River's going to step back to get his shot to go, however. Nice look ahead from Johnson. And the 3 roll, just a 2. Thought they were going to give Dillard 3 on that, but just a 2.
Dillard's so aggressive tonight. He didn't score from that. I hear him call it too. Looks like we got to take a break here.
All right. Let's do it. Timeout on the floor. 5:42 to go. Third quarter in Houston. Tight game, 2-point game. Lead has been as much as 8 from Mid-Atlantic. For Chicago, as much as 6, but this one's been close all the way, and it feels like it's going to stay that way.
Not as close as the defender should be to Gerald Carroll. There's River Rose with the big 3. Don't forget about me, he says.
Chicago. The whole team shooting well from outside. Blocking foul there on Chris Campbell, but yeah, River Rose, just a 30% three-point shooter.
Doesn't mean he can't shoot it though.
Doesn't mean he can't hit it, and this is NBA range as well. The SimWorld High School Hoops game. 5-point lead now for Chicago. Mid-Atlantic getting set to inbound.
Terrible.
Oh. I don't know who that turnover is. I mean, I don't know. Was that JJ's turnover? But what was up with that pass? Sloppy play all around from Mid-Atlantic right there is the bottom line. And then what's looking to finish is a close game. You can't be throwing possessions away like that. Another offensive rebound for River Rose. Gets his second attempt rejected, though. And Eric Buss can't land a three. Another rebound for Rose. Really active on the boards today, River Rose.
You gotta slow this game down and get the ball to your big man. You got to. Look at that. That's a 7-point turnaround.
Ray Carvel up to double digits. Relatively quiet game for him so far. Oh! And just basically left undefended. Going to the rim. Eric Dillard on 20. Dillard averaging just 15.8. Well above that already, obviously. And look who it is. Oh, once again, you know,
even his misses look good. Even his
That's what I was going to say. You know, he's not canning them all like he was in that first half, but even his missed threes look like they want to go in, and some kind of little gremlin up there on the rim just knocking them off or something. Nice transition, but nice defense too. TCF, Tony Christopher Fuller. That's why he's out there, folks. And look what that turns into on the other end. 3-point game again. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Orville gets a little bit of daylight, unafraid to shoot. Can't get that one to drop, however.
Way to reward this man for running the court. Dillard do some playmaking. That's what I want to see. We know he can go get a bucket. Can he find the open man and make his teammates better? I think he's under. If he adds, oh boy.
Uh-oh. Wide open this time, and once again, just barely off. Gerald Carroll clearly the green light to shoot. 6 of 10 from 3.
Just like that, Mid-Atlantic has the lead back. When did that even happen?
I think. Buckle up, Ryan. I don't think this is going to change. Back and forth we go.
But Gerald Carroll
There's
just
one
ties
finally rolls
the
in.
record with that one. Elava. That's his 7th 3 of the game. That is a SimWorld tie record. He still has a quarter and a fourth to break the record. But I know he's more so looking for that win.
He's going to get 10, I think. That's my over-under. 10. 10. 3 more with 10 minutes to go. We're going to take a break here. 2-point lead, Chicago, when we return. Couple minutes left to go here, third quarter. Tight game, Mid-Atlantic and Chicago. Chicago looking to hang a banner, biggest banner of all, a national SimWorld title for Mid-Atlantic. Their team, a lot of prognosticators picked to go deep, and they're looking to live up to that right now, but that three won't go for them there. Chicago back up the other way. Well, Harper back out there, and he gives it. Oh, gives it away. Transition, 2 points. Mid-Atlantic, they've scored 6 or 8, I think.
Transition,
the last
right?
couple minutes. Yeah.
We don't expect to see them playing a transition game, but they've been highly involved with getting out on the break.
And give Jamison Johnson some credit for that, too. He's really been good passing the ball, finding his guy down the court, and making it happen that way.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, nice move, Dre Carvel. And then the little flip, the spin.
He used that offhand to go by him. He does that so well. He's deceptively strong.
Johnson. Rare miss from him.
Oh, I thought Lagerald was going to pull that up.
He thought about it. The better of it. Finds a teammate instead. Harvell over in the other corner. Oh, and he has it taken away. AJ has it. Gives it up to Heyman, however, who gives it back to him. Now he's going to try to go to work on Rice. Nice defense, Logan Rice.
He's playing good physical defense against him.
He is. And that's not easy, as we know very well.
Normally, Jamison Johnson, not the most physical player, but he will overwhelm you with skill. But it looks like right now, that physical approach is paying off for Chicago. There's a mismatch. That's easy money, though.
Yep. He is very, very good to quickly recognize when he has a positive mismatch off of a switch like that. Quick shot up from Carroll, but he can't get it to go. We're all locked up as we go down to the 30-second mark, third quarter.
Man, that looked like a foul.
No call. JJ able to clean up his own rebound. Looks like he wants a second crack at this against Rice, but gives it up.
Is he open from the corner? Can't get it to go. Woo!
River Rose, another rebound. I'm impressed with the inside play of River Rose tonight, in addition to the three-pointer we saw him drain.
Look, this is a physical team. The Chicago team is physical.
Well, they are hanging right with favored Mid-Atlantic so far in this one. All tied up as we go into the fourth quarter. Come right back after a quick commercial break. Final quarter of what has been a really good game, another really good game here in Houston in the national tournament.
It's national tournament time,
ball. It is. These kids know it. Playing like it. Playing like they want to play a few more games. And one of them's going to get a chance to. One of them's going to go home.
And I tell you what, if Eric Dillard does not start getting that ball to Jamison Johnson, I'll make a wager on who it's going to be.
Johnson disrupted that shot there from Campbell, and the second shot won't go down from Rose. Busk almost lost it right there, but he gets it back to Orton. Shot clock winding down. JJ once again with the mismatch and takes advantage. If you're Chicago, you basically can't allow that to happen.
Never.
He's going to kill you every time.
Absolutely.
It's almost your number one defensive priority. Oh, another three on the way, and it goes for River Rose. Who made threes? That's just not been a big part of his offensive repertoire this year, but maybe a critical factor here in the national tournament.
Randy Orton forcing up a shot there. No need to take
that to go. Orton's been an important part of this Mid-Atlantic team, averaging 6.8 points. Just hasn't been his night, and another long-range shot drops for Chicago at this end. Chicago up by 4 now.
Jameson Johnson left wide open. What happened? Miscommunication there from
Krimmer. Yeah, Krimmer, I think, just got lost on that play. Too easy for Jameson there.
This game is going back and forth. A lot of good defense being played here. The thing that I like about Chicago, is the fact that they play tough, physical defense. They play the kind of defense that we thought we would have seen from Detroit earlier today. But
yeah,
it keeps them in the game. Obviously, they have the shooting of Legero Carroll not on the court right now, and Drake Harville can go get his own shot. They have a good team makeup here.
Jamal Harper.
Another. That's his second three in a row.
Rolls around and in.
Second 3 in a row.
Jamal Harper came into this game shooting 6%. You heard that correctly. 6% from 3. He gets that one to bounce around and to go through. Lucky break perhaps for Chicago, but they'll take it. Harper wants another. Oh, that would look like it wanted to do the same thing, but this time it bounces away. JJ has it. He's man in the corner, open 3 for him, won't go. Nice pass that time from Harper, and Rose finishes. Nice game tonight from River Rose. 5-point lead for Chicago, coming up on the 5-minute mark.
Hitting all the timely buckets. All of the timely buckets.
Timeout, Mid-Atlantic. We're going to take a timeout too. 5-point lead, 5:04 on the clock when we return. Folks, Chicago's Jamal Harper, 6'4" junior, came into this game having made 1 of 16 three-point attempts.
2 in a row.
He's now 2 for 17, just 11% on the year, but Chicago fans are going to be happy he took that shot a little bit ago. Part of the reason why Chicago has a 5-point lead is they're coming up on the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Turn around for JJ, and he nails it. That's a tough shot. That's a skilled shot. Jameson Johnson started the game hot. Picked it back up here in the second half. 24 points for him.
Look how long they took to get him that ball. You drained the clock there. They left him roughly 4 seconds to shoot. You want to get him that ball earlier in the shot clock.
Once again, nice drive, Drake Harville. Well, first half was all about Legero Carroll for Chicago, but the second half is becoming Drake Harville's, up to 14 now. Getting it done with the drive, Drake Harville.
It's a tough shot. That's a
tough step back from Dillard. Can't get it to go, but Randy Orton also can't hit it from outside.
And you know what? I'm just
Carroll finds Rose underneath. 7-point lead for Chicago.
I'm going to go on record here. This is what you see. You see, on one end, you see Drake Harville, River Rose forcing up some shots. On the other end, and they're making them in the big moments. On the other end, you see Jamison Johnson, all the skill in the world, not demanding the ball, passing up some shots that maybe he could force. And I think that's where people have a problem with Jamison Johnson. And if they don't
there was another possession right there for Mid-Atlantic where Jamison didn't touch the ball. Chicago now extended this possession. This time River Rose's three won't go down, and JJ rips away the rebound. Maybe he just keeps it himself here. Nope. Gives it up to Orton. Orton got himself in good position. Couldn't finish it off, but does draw a foul. It's a second on Ian Krimmer. Randy Orton going to the line, and we're going to take a quick break before he does. Come right back here to Houston. 7-point lead for Chicago. Back, Randy Orton to the line. Orton, a 77% free throw shooter, looking to cut into the Chicago lead. Less than 3 minutes to play in the game. Chicago has gotten it done from outside tonight. If they win, they can thank their outside shooters. They are 11 of 22 from 3, 50%. Gerald Carroll doing much of the damage, but seeing contributions from River Rose, Jamal Harper.
Those 6 points from Jamal Harper are huge. Those are the points that are not accounted for. So yes, you're right. Absolutely.
Well, see what Chicago can do with it here. 5-point lead. Not no rush to get a shot off, setting things up in the half court, but down on 5 seconds now. Carroll has it, and he's going to trust his luck. Can't get that to go. Nice pass from Orton. And the finish is there.
Shooting 50%, and they could potentially lose this game. That would be a heartbreaker.
It's that three-point shooting. It's been that three-point shooting. Ooh. Nice. Oh, tough break there for Drake Harville. Beautiful move to get that shot off, just wouldn't fall. Rimmer, however, keeps it alive for Chicago. On the way, Drake Harville. Ooh, halfway down the cylinder and back out. However, one possession game under 2 minutes, and Mid-Atlantic has it. I was starting to get into it too. Ooh, tough interior pass. Lucky to get away with that, really.
Dillard again forcing a shot.
Dillard has been getting it done all night, but just couldn't finish on that one.
Look at Vince. Vince is irate on the sideline. I would be too.
Another possession where a certain 7-foot, 230-pounder didn't touch the ball.
Yeah, they need to stop here. If they don't get a stop here, it's going to be awfully hard to overcome. Chris Campbell for 3.
Chris Campbell's going to try a 3. Can't get it to go. Right there from Mid-Atlantic. Quickly up the other way. A transition bucket would be huge, and Gordon's going to try to get it, and he does.
Big time. That was
nice
big time.
Spin into the paint for Randy. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh Westinghouse High School.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, no.
Right back. Chicago comes with Ian Krimmer. It's not been a big offensive force tonight at all, but that was a big bucket there. And a 3-point lead with a minute to play.
JJ got lost there defensively. That was huge. go.
DJ has it back, and he's going to work on Krimmer. Couldn't get the shot down. Does draw a foul. It's a third on Ian Krimmer, which I guess there's nothing really to worry about with 49 seconds left. Certainly if somehow Krimmer picked up a fourth, though, make things a little bit interesting. Jamison Johnson, an 83% free throw shooter. And if you're a Mid-Atlantic fan, you really want to make sure he gets at least one of these two attempts. Make it a 2-point game.
If they pull this game out, if Mid-Atlantic pulls this game out, if I'm Coach Vince Johnson, I am not pleased with how we pulled this game out. Like, there's a lot to work on as they continue through this tournament if they're able to get past Chicago tonight.
Well, Jamison Johnson doing what he can, and he's had a nice night. Gets the first free throw to go. Looks to get the second, make it a 1-point game. But it rattles around and off. Tough break there, but just a 2-point game. Just need to get a stop here. Critical stop this possession. Carvel goes to work on Orton, but can't get the shot to drop.
It's a big possession. This is a huge possession. Randy Orton out of nowhere! RKO! Oh, they only gave him a 2, but nevertheless, that is a huge shot. Huge.
Randy Orton is a good outside shooter, 50% from 3, and like you said, he had a foot on the line there, so just 2. High ball game, 28.2 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. Gonna be Chicago ball, and they're one way or the other gonna have to go outside of an offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, or similar. Likely that Mid-Atlantic is going to get this ball back with some time, either try to tie things back up or take the lead, get the win.
They got to keep their eyes on Legero Carroll. We haven't had a Legero Carroll sighting in quite some time. This is the perfect time for them to run around a few curls, pop open at the top of the key. They need to be aware and guarding him so they're not down 3, as opposed to potentially being down 2 or none with the ball.
Interesting decisions. Being interesting to be a fly on the wall on the shoulder of Coach O for Chicago, Coach Vince Johnson for Mid-Atlantic right now. See what they are drawing up against each other. Less than 30 seconds to decide this one, unless we have an overtime period. Certainly possible. It would be our first overtime of the Nationals. We have not had that yet, although we've had some very close games.
Wouldn't it be a fine time for Legero Carroll to pick up his record-breaking thing?
Yep, he's not going to hit my over-under. Not even close, but...
I mean, he had him smothered in the corner.
Dre Carvel going to try and nail one. 3-pointer, Dre Carvel. The 3-point line has been kind to Chicago all night. Is once again Harvell himself a 48% shooter from long range.
All the emphasis on Legero Carroll, Drake Harvell with the big shot. If he can shoot it like you said now, this is a big possession. This is a huge possession for Mid-Atlantic.
Well, you don't have to get a 3-pointer here for Mid-Atlantic. If you get somebody who has a look at one, you have to take it. And the unfortunate thing is that Mid-Atlantic, not a great 3-point shooting team. Randy Orton, statistically their best at about 50%. Eric Busk, not bad at 40. But beyond that, Eric Dillard at 30%, Stanley Heyman about 33, Justin Solomon, who we saw making
Are they going for 3 though?
33.
Are they going for a 3-pointer? We don't know what they're going to do here, E. It's very possible that Eric Dillard may pull up and take the shot on his own.
Considering that Mid-Atlantic is not a super strong team from deep, I would personally be looking for a quick 2 and a foul here myself. But
Look at this.
they've got called up.
Look.
Gonna try a 3. Can't get it to go. JJ has it, however, and puts it back up there.
Cleans it up. We need a quick foul here. Who do you foul? I think Chris
Whoever
Campbell
touches the ball. Anybody.
Oh, they barely get that in. They barely get that in.
Ooh, they did just barely get that in. And Chris Campbell fouled. Unfortunately, he is one of the better free throw shooters on the Chicago squad.
We still got ways to go.
Oh, but no, right, of course. The second one right there. And somebody to the line. I got a little bit ahead of myself.
We could be
Well,
looking at another favorite going down here at Elava. I am floored. To be honest, I thought Chicago would compete, but I just can't believe the way I've seen this game go down in the second half.
Well, it was Drake Harvell's three-pointer that gave Chicago the lead, broke the tie. He's got a couple free throw attempts here to seal this thing. The second one is up, and it is good.
This is their last time
9.8 seconds. 9.8 seconds for Mid-Atlantic to salvage their season, their tournament run here. You know, really, Roniel, actually that last possession for Mid-Atlantic worked out quite well for them. They got their three-point look. It didn't go, but JJ was right there, cleaned it up, put it back up in. Not a ton of time off the clock. Fouled.
But they're in the same
Chicago
position.
made two. You get one more chance at this, but now you have to go for three. No question about it.
They're in the exact same position. So,
just with less time on the clock.
right. And no timeouts.
No timeouts. Got to get a three is what it comes down to. Season on the line, Mid-Atlantic.
Randy Orton! Bang!
Nailed it.
Bang! Oh! They gave him a two, E! They only gave him two! Oh my goodness!
Time with less than a minute to go. The fourth quarter. Randy Orton has taken what we were convinced was a three-point shot. Both times put on the line. Instead of 6, he's only scored 4.
Oh!
And instead of tying this game up, he has just brought Mid-Atlantic within 1.
I need my high blood pressure medicine.
They're going to have to foul again, and with no timeouts, they cannot bring the ball up after this either.
I just hate, again, what a great game this is. I don't want to take anything away from Chicago, nothing away from this Randy Orton at the end of this game here. But to watch this game come down to this without Jamison Johnson having possessions is mind-boggling to me. At times, I think he can't wait to get to Kentucky.
Hey, JJ himself, by the way, is around a 30% three-point shooter. Maybe he should have been taking some of these shots. He's got big feet. But
it's taking so long to foul him.
Harvell has it. Quickly fouled. 5.5 seconds now.
So, do you try it? No, you don't try and miss one of these. Look,
I don't think so, no.
5 seconds, you got to get
Just
the ball
remember,
at the court and get it.
no timeouts. Mid-Atlantic cannot advance the ball after made free throw. They'll have to bring it in from down here, which means they're not going to get much of a look.
Ice water. Ice water in his veins. Look at that.
Drake Harvell, just a junior, 6-footer.
It's looking grim.
Feels about 10 feet tall right now because he has come alive, particularly the last minute of this game. All right, last chance here. A heave from Mid-Atlantic. No good. On target, but no good. And look at the celebration from Chicago.
Another
Look at they are celebrating out there, Chicago. That's a big win for them. They stay alive. They are moving on to the national tournament.